I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you are dark-skinned or light-skinned. It doesn't matter what your nationality, your race, nor your creed may be. It doesn't matter if you're light-skinned or dark-skinned. It doesn't even matter whether you like my YouTube channel, my YouTube videos, whether you like me or not. It doesn't matter if you my family, friends, or my proclaimed enemies. If I haven't already said it, it doesn't matter even if you the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. I greet all of you all with the same universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter even if you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. I greet all you all with that same universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. As y'all see, I'm in one of my favorite spots today. Me and the geese having a meeting. If you can hear them sounding off, well, you can see the traffic on I-57, that great truck going by itself. It's going northbound on 57. This truck and this camper is going southbound on 57. Today, what I want to talk about, the geese already know it. Today, to me and my family and friends, and even to people that don't even know me, today is a special day for a World War II veteran. See, some people, they honor the veterans whether they know them or not. But my dad, on November the 19th, 1927, his mother gave birth to him. He was the second son out of 6. Today he turned 92 years old. And me and my 2 young daughters, and maybe some of my family and friends, we gonna celebrate his birthday a little later on. I thank God for allowing him to be alive and well. I wanna stress a little something or convey a little something to those that don't know me, those that may hear negative things about me. Some said I brought my dad down here by force. Said I kidnapped him from Chicago. We brought him down here, me and my 2 daughters, on October the 21st of 2014. We had got a call earlier that month in 2014 that my dad may need some aid and assistance. He was living in a condominium by himself because the previous year, August of 2013, his second wife passed away. Some said put him in a old folks home. Some said put him in a nursing home. But I said, who am I? I'm his son. I said, he don't need to go to a nursing home, nor do he need to go to an old folks home. He just have to get his mind back set, because he know, just like I do, if anything that's promised to every human being on the face of this earth, death is. He done seen many of deaths. He done seen his biological father die. May he rest in peace. He done seen his biological mother die when he was 14. May he rest in peace. He seen his stepmother die when he was grown. So I told him he ain't going to neither one of those. Took him to the veteran hospital in Chicago. They evaluated him. This was in 2013 when his wife died. They said he was all well. But the people in his condominium, we had a good rapport. The security and everybody else, the managers, they had my phone numbers and I had theirs. And they would keep me abreast of my dad's status. It had begun to get bad the following year. They said he would leave out at 1 o'clock at midnight and said he's on his way to church. Look at him, they saluting for my dad. You see him? But anyway, I came up a few times, me and my daughters, and then we finally came up and made the decision. He was a little ill. He hadn't been eating right. So I talked him into taking him to the VA to get a checkup. They found a few things wrong with him, that they hospitalized him, because had he not been hospitalized, had we not made that decision, he might not be here today. I believe all praises are due to God. And I thank God for allowing me to have the medical experience. I'm nowhere near a doctor, but the medical experience to be able to determine that my dad's state of mind and his physical health wasn't well. They kept him in the hospital for about almost 11 or 12 days. I thank God for my oldest daughter and her 2 children. I thank God for a friend of mine by the name of LaDonna Hendricks, special female friend of mine, for helping me. And I thank God for my dad's brother that live in Kankakee for helping me financially to get up there when I got to Kankakee. Thank LaDonna Hendricks and my oldest daughter in Chicago, Jennifer, for aiding and assisting to get everything taken care of to get my dad back down here to Missouri. But I want to show y'all something now. A little bit something else about me. And I give all the praises to God. Now take a look at this picture here. Let me bring it down a little bit. I don't want it to blow away. That's my dad when he was drafted in the World War II back in the 1940s. Young man. I don't even believe he was 20 years old. Now, this here is a picture of me with the little bald head, my dad. He's in the veteran hospital. This was October of 2014. To the right, my second oldest daughter, Queen Ramona, Nicole Ivy. But to the left, to the left is Queen. To the right, the first one is my oldest daughter, Jennifer, the one who got her head closest to my dad on the right-hand side, and Bertie is my youngest. We was at the veteran hospital making sure he all right. He didn't want to stay, but he didn't have no other choice. He took care of me when I was young, so I took care of him. Then my grandchildren's there. My grandson there, my only grandson, second oldest grandchild, right up under him in the pink. That's my granddaughter, my youngest granddaughter. Now that her mother just had twins in September, she's now my youngest grandchild. Y'all know Queen. You see her got her hand up. That's Bertie, that my granddaughter got her arm around. They was at the veteran hospital with us, checking up on my dad. And let me go a little bit farther now. After we brought him down to Charleston, Missouri. Look at him now, y'all. How he look? Don't look like that man that was in the hospital, do it. That's just a little something that I be doing. Y'all will see another video a little later on today when we have his 92nd birthday party. But I just wanted to show y'all a little something, and I'm going to tell y'all a little something how the enemy is. Now, when we went up to Chicago to get him, and we got back down here October the 21st, on 5 days later, on October the 26th, a Charleston Police Department, Charles, Missouri Police Department officer, and a lady from the Department of Aging came knocking at my door. And I asked them what did they need. And I thank God for sending the particular officer and the particular lady from the Department of Aging, even though me and her started off on the wrong path. And I'm gonna tell you why, because so many people have lied and called the police saying I'm misusing my daughters. Then the only one living in our house was me, my two daughters, and my daddy. So who could say that I'm misusing them? But the officer that came with her, I told the lady that, where's her court order? And I say, who could tell you what's going on in my house? I wasn't gonna let them see him. Told him to get a court order. And earlier that day, the condominium had called from Chicago and told me, because we hadn't finished getting everything out of my dad's house, told me that somebody came and said that they was my dad's granddaughter and they came to get his stuff. They didn't know them. Whoever it was, they was falsifying things, trying to thinking they would get my dad and take him somewhere else other than to safety. But anyway, I told them they couldn't see him, and the lady said, we'll be back. And God told me to tell the particular officer at that time, I'm gonna let you go see him, because I'm tired of people calling anonymous saying that I did something to my dad. Me and my kids sacrificed and went up there and got him and brought him back down here. And he doing well still today, 5 years later. But anyway, I seen the lady expression on her face, and God told me to let both of them go in there. They went in there talking to my dad, and they had no fault in me, and they left. No fault whatsoever. But then in January of 2015, it seemed to have been kind of rough, and I didn't think that I can do it, taking care of my two young daughters, putting up with white supremacists and sellout black studies, sending the police to my house for different things because I'm standing up for justice for all. I took him to the Charleston, Missouri nursing home. And he stayed there for about 25 days. We would go every day to see him. But something wasn't right. And this, to who the shoes fit wear. Some people was in there misusing my dad. Some of them wouldn't give him the medicine. I made complaints. Nothing done. One of the director of the nurses that quit, when she's on, she took care of business. And some of the other people, black and white, when they was working, they made sure my daddy was all right. But some of them wouldn't. They knew he had dementia. If they said it's time to eat, he ain't gonna go in there. They knew they either had to bring his food to his room or take him in there. He can walk, but he had dementia. Anybody know a person with dementia, they need your aid and assistance. But anyway, after 25 days, me and my two daughters said we taking my daddy out of there. And my daddy been doing good ever since. He in better health than some of the average young people. His vital signs is good. But anyway, I just wanted y'all to see just a little bit more about the real Raymond Lewis Ivy. Until later on today, peace be still.